I hate that they made me care so much. It's a job well done. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about The Last of Us 2. Spoiler. I'm spoiling part one. I'm spoiling part two. I'm not going to talk about everything that happens, but it's going to be major spoilers. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers, if you haven't played the game yet, do not listen to this. So The Last of Us Part 1 is very special to me. It's one of my favorite PlayStation games. It it was the last game I played on my PlayStation. Like my PlayStation was acting strange. I couldn't get disc out, and The Last of Us was actually stuck in my PlayStation 3. And I had to fight with it for it to play. And I would stay on that game for hours just trying to finish it because I didn't know if I turned the PlayStation off, if it would turn back on and I'd be able to finish. But after finishing the game, I was like, wow, that was an incredible story. Everything that happened with Joel and Ellie. And I was like, I don't really need a sequel. I don't care about a sequel. I don't want them to mess anything up. But of course, they announced The Last of Us Part 2. And I'm like, okay, I want to see where this goes. And picking up the game, I was excited to play as Ellie. I knew something bad was going to happen, but I wasn't sure like where the story was going to go, like what was going to happen. And I liked the story that they were telling, with Ellie and everything that was going on with her and her trying to find a life in this town. And again, I'm not going to go through every single step of the story. I started to hate the game. Not going to lie, I started to hate the game when I had to play as Abby after seeing what she did. And I was like, why did they switch it now? Why did they show Abby do what she did to Joel? And then we play as Abby, to see what she went through. And I was just like, I don't really care. Like, how do you that's like in the Born Identity, like when Jason Bourne meets Marie, and in part two in Supremacy, she gets killed in the beginning, and then we follow the other assassin's story to see how he got to the point of killing Marie. Like I was like, why are they doing this? And she went through a lot. Abby went through a lot, with the scars and meeting Lev and his sister. So I was just like, I don't care. But she was just going through so much, and I was like, oh my god, this game is gonna make me care about this character that just killed my guy from the first one. And I was just like, no, 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 I want to kill her. And then you have the scene when you fight Ellie, and Ellie is amazing when you fight her. And I'm just like, I don't want it to end this way. And then of course you go back to where Ellie, goes to her house, with Dina, and it's just like, this can't be the end. I hope it doesn't end like this. And then Tommy comes and talks to Ellie, and Ellie gets that fire in her, and she's like, nah, I can't go out like this. And I'm like, yes. This is how I am playing the game. Like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. And then you play as Abby again, and I'm like, what are they doing? What is going on? And I don't like, at some point I was just like, I'm tired of playing as her. And then you switch back to Ellie for that the final showdown. You want to go kill Abby, and months go by, and you find out where she's at. And it's just like, as you're going through it, you're fighting the clickers, you're fighting the affected, and you're killing more humans than normal. And you start feeling like a type of way. I felt like a type of way as I was getting to this final place, because the guy is like, yeah, Abby's in this prison and we keep him down there. She's probably dead by now. It's been some months. And it's like, damn, has it been that long? Is she dead? How is her condition? I wanted a fair fight. Like, I wanted a real fair fight to kill her and, feel good about it. And by the time I got to the final battle, I was just like, damn, it's not worth it. That was my thought process. And going back to what I said in the beginning, I was so upset playing as Abby, and then it hit me in this moment. Like, this is what they wanted you to feel, in terms of, it's just a cold world. I think Ellie has been through so much in her life, and she wanted to die, and Joel didn't let her die. And then seeing Joel get murdered like that, of course you have that revenge in you. But it got to a point where the clickers and the infected weren't the threat anymore. It was so many different people. Like, even playing as Abby, you see one of her final battles that she has when she's trying to save Lev is humans killing humans. You don't even see any in it, the infected or clickers. It's just humans destroying humans, like we see throughout history. And I think by the end, with Ellie wanting her revenge, she realized how lonely the world was and how lonely the world is and the things that she's missing out on. And she didn't want to take that away from Abby and Lev. Like she had a choice, and I was sitting there like, please don't let this happen. Like I flipped sides. I was like, let her go, Ellie. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, let her go. You gotta let her go. You can't do this. You can't do this. And then boom, you see a shot of Joel, and then she lets her go. And it's not defeat for Ellie, because she didn't get her full revenge, but it just felt like that's how the story should have ended. Not with everybody dying like in the first one, where you kill everybody and you save her, and you're just like, you lie about it. In this one, it was, you had a choice, and maybe you won't see this person again, and yes, they hurt you, by doing stuff, but it was just like the right choice to make. Like, you didn't need to keep doing all the bad things in the world, because the world is a messed up place, and she needed to go back home, hopefully to the family that she left. But it was different. It was a different type of feeling than playing in the first one, where you're like, yeah, I'm gonna kill everybody because I'm gonna save Ellie. We didn't go all this way for her to die. And in this one, you had that same feeling, like I came all this way to have revenge, and then it just hit you. Well, it just hit me. Whereas it's like, damn, it's not really worth it to just have revenge. You have to think about the bigger picture and society as a whole. And throughout this whole story, it's just been people killing people. It's not the infected like killing the people you love. It's just regular humans. And at some point you got to make that choice to choose life over murder. But those are my thoughts on The Last of Us. Again, not all the spoilers, but major spoilers in this review or in this talking. But if you played it, let me know what you thought about it. You can spoil stuff in the comments for me. I don't, what did you enjoy? But thank you for listening. Deuces.